Once upon a time, in a small mountain village, lived a poor boy named Ethan. Every day, Ethan walked 5 miles to school without shoes. His family was so poor that even a single meal was a blessing. But Ethan had one big dream. He wanted to become a pilot and fly above the clouds. Every evening, after finishing his work in the fields, Ethan would climb the highest hill near his house and watch the planes flying in the sky. He would whisper, "One day, I'll be up there too." The villagers laughed at him. "A poor farmer's son? A pilot? Don't dream so high, boy." But Ethan never stopped believing. One day, his school announced a science competition. The winner would get a scholarship to the city's best academy. Ethan worked day and night using broken parts, old batteries, and bits of metal to create a small plane model. His hands bled, his eyes burned from lack of sleep, but his spirit was strong. When the competition day came, Ethan's project looked old and rusty compared to the shiny machines of rich students. They mocked him. But when the judges asked him to explain, Ethan's eyes sparkled as he described how air pressure and lift could make a plane fly, all from what he learned in books he borrowed. The judges were amazed. Ethan won first prize. The scholarship took him to the city. Life there was hard. He worked as a cleaner in the morning, studied during the day, and delivered food at night. But he never forgot his dream. Years passed. Ethan applied to pilot training school, but failed the first test. Then he failed the second. Then the third. People said, "Give up, Ethan. Not everyone is born to fly." He smiled and said, "Maybe not everyone is born to fly, but everyone is born to try." On his fourth attempt, Ethan passed. When he finally sat inside a real airplane for the first time, tears filled his eyes. As the engines roared and the plane lifted off, he looked down at the clouds below and whispered, "I made it, Mom. I really made it." Years later, Captain Ethan returned to his village, not in rags, but in a shining pilot's uniform. The same villagers who once laughed at him now brought their children to meet him. He built a small school in the village, so every poor child could dream big without fear. At the school's opening ceremony, he said, "Dreams don't belong to the rich or the powerful. Dreams belong to those who never give up." The crowd clapped, and tears rolled down the faces of many. That night, Ethan stood again on the same hill where it all began, watching the stars, remembering the boy who never stopped dreaming. Moral of the story: success doesn't come from luck. It comes from faith, hard work, and never giving up on your dreams.